It's a wonderful event that is happening today, and as a Minister of Civil Aviation, I'm feeling extremely proud to be amongst the women achievers in the aviation today. And it's truly a great honor to me to address this remarkable gathering organized by the 99s India Aviation and the conclave that we are doing today. And I say this because the mission and objective of the 99s, and especially the theme of the day, which is empowering women to soar, is something that is very, very close to my heart. The dedication of the 99s to empower women in aviation and giving wings to their dreams aligns deeply with my own commitment to create a more inclusive aviation in India. I must acknowledge the proud legacy of the 99s, which has been playing a significant role in powering dreams of girls to fly for more than 9 decades now. It's not a short amount of time, for 9 decades. So truly commendable effort by the 99s. And globally, more than 7,800 women pilots are associated with 99s. And in India also we have more than 52 members now. Yes. So I wholeheartedly salute the 99 India team, who since their inception in 1976 have been raising awareness about aviation and inspiring countless young women of this country to fly high. And as the Aviation Minister of the country, I have been engaging with stakeholders at multiple levels to identify the roadblocks and also the opportunities for women in aviation. And also I am a third-time Member of Parliament right now, and I have a constituency, Shri, where I represent, and I understand and acknowledge the challenging journey that women pilots face when they have to come into this profession. And I believe the aviation industry, with its charm, its elegance, its strength, it comes mostly because of the women that are present in the industry. And time and again, women have proved this point to be true. I feel so proud of the women pilots who have set benchmarks with their skills and courage. And I remember Divya Ajit Kumar, officer of the Indian Army, becoming youngest women to fly solo around the world in a single engine aircraft. And Captain Zoya Agarwal, who is the first female Indian pilot to fly above the North Pole. And we have had many other instances where women have broken the glass ceilings and created records which the whole entire community is now proud of. And it is women like these and women like you who possess the might of setting benchmarks and take aviation to new heights. And I must say, to what everyone would agree, that it takes good amount of courage and determination to be on the pilot seat, and these qualities are indeed very, very inherent in the women. And it is time we give more opportunities to the women, and especially the young girls of the country. We at the ministry have issued an advisory to the stakeholders to increase the participation of women in the aviation workforce by 25% by 2025. It is very, very close, but we feel that we can achieve this, and we are moving forward in that direction. And as the Aviation Minister, it is my commitment to break way for all the gender biases of the sector and improve the participation of women in this aviation industry. And let's celebrate every time a woman takes a flight. I believe when a woman takes a flight, it's a flight of dreams, a flight of empowerment, flight of limitless possibilities, and a flight of Nari Shakti. The Government of India, under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, has been relentlessly working to empower Nari Shakti and to place women at the forefront of the nation building. From schemes like PM Ujjwala Yojana, which has brought lights to homes of millions of women, Mudra Yojana, which has enabled women to be successful entrepreneurs, to revolutionary initiatives like Drone Didi. We have also seen that, where we are creating pathways for women to excel in fields which were earlier mostly dominated by men. And I'm so proud to see women utilizing the Government of India schemes and channelizing their energies and breaking all the barriers. We have to collectively ensure that women are not just beneficiaries of these schemes, but change makers and especially leaders in India's growth story. And I congratulate 99 India section for their successful contribution in this specific direction. I see that the initiatives of 99s are in harmony with the vision that the Government of India has and the theme which it is moving forward, which is women-led development. I recall that even during the historic passing of the Delhi Declaration at the second Asia Pacific Ministerial Conference on Civil Aviation, our Honorable Prime Minister has also visited the conference, and he has given an address there, and he recognized and appreciated the role, the pivotal role that women of India have played in aviation. He had proudly shared that 15% of Indian pilots are women compared to the global average of just 5%. I keep saying this figure every now and then because we are very, very proud to showcase that our Indian aviation sector has 15% pilots in their workforce, whereas the global average is just 5% today. And he had emphasized, our PM had also emphasized to make the sector even more inclusive for women. And I think this recognition from the PM is a very inspiring factor for all of us to continue our efforts towards empowering more women in aviation. And to take it slightly to our childhood, when we were all children, the very sight of an airplane fills us with wonder and fascination. Every child needs his own set of curiosity, his own set of imagination. And at childhood, when you see the plane, it's just like the spark which everyone needs. And for many years, seeing an aircraft from close was a dream and is still a dream for many people of this country, especially the young children. And today at this platform, let us join our hands together to ensure that this dream is no longer out of reach for especially the girls, even in the remotest corners of this country, and who dream to be in close this thing with the airplane. And it is our responsibility to create those opportunities for them, inspire them, and make their dreams of not just seeing an aircraft, but also sitting in them or maybe flying in them also. Recently, I participated in a program, Women in Aviation, in my own constituency of Srikakulam, and I was interacting with many young college-going women, and they were all so fascinated because we had some already women achievers engage with them, share their stories, and they were, to the big percentage of the women who attended, they were slightly clueless of what the aviation industry had for them. They were very traditional in their approach. They wanted to do engineering, or they wanted to go to some other studies or something which was more visible to them. But aviation, it felt like it was miles apart from what they wanted to do. But when the women who were already working in the aviation industry came to them, shared their stories, shared the similarity in the stories, how they also come from humble backgrounds, modest backgrounds, and now they are in successful positions in aviation, I could see an immediate spark in them. I could see their dreams coming alive and saying that, oh, I can also be something in aviation. There is so much scope for me also. So I saw this when we are going to them, we are going to these remote locations in the country, we are going to these colleges, we are going to these schools and interacting with these school-going children. That is where you give them the spark. So while we are doing all these conclaves and meetings here, it is good for all of us to collectively come together. But where do we go? What is the direction we take? We take the direction to go to the villages, we take the direction to go to the colleges, to the remotest parts of the country where those people are waiting to hear to your stories. And so I feel there is a need to organize more and more awareness camps across the country, and I assure from my side that me and my ministry will give complete support to 99s and other organizations who are working in this industry to propel forward and to achieve our collective objective. And I also had the privilege, thank you very much, and I also had the privilege to interact with 51 incredible women achievers in the civil aviation sector. This also happened when our Honorable President Draupadi Murmuji has proudly invited 51 women from the sector and discussed with them, shared their stories with them. And it was a very proud moment for us also at the ministry. And we also had the chance to interact with them. And there also I have encouraged all the women pilots and all the other women also who are working in this industry to share their achievements, to share their stories, to take them to the remotest parts of the country and to inspire more women to come into this. And my vision as the country's aviation minister is to make aviation preferred choice as a career for the girls of this country. Even last week, when we celebrated the 75th Constitution Day at the Ministry of Civil Aviation, I emphasized the Constitution's pivotal role in safeguarding opportunities and reaffirmed my commitment to fostering inclusivity in the aviation sector, women participation across various roles, including pilots, engineers, air traffic controllers, ground handling, and a lot of commercial activities and many more. And initiatives like the UDAN scheme have already democratized air travel. We are also completing 8 years of UDAN, and it has been a great success story which has revolutionized the Indian aviation story. And now we must extend this inclusivity to the aviation workforce also, encouraging greater participation from women. And to achieve this, I feel we have several key areas that we need to focus. One is the breaking barriers, addressing systemic challenges that women face in aviation, such as workplace biases, lack of access to mentorship, and work-life balance issues. And promoting awareness, promoting STEM education and aviation careers among young girls, especially in rural areas, so that the next generation knows that sky is not the limit, it is just the beginning. And providing mentorship, strengthening networks like 99 India Aviation, where women pilots and professionals can mentor, collaborate, and share their knowledge with the youngsters of the country. And giving financial support, this also I feel is a very important intervention that we need to do, expanding scholarships and grants to ensure financial constraints do not deter aspiring women pilots. And I appreciate the work which 99 is doing in this section also, because I see that pilot course is still a very expensive affair. No matter how much passionate you are to become a pilot, unless the financials back you up, you are ultimately not able to reach that. So collectively, we still have a lot of work to do in that sense, where we can help the underprivileged or the less fortunate people to come up and become the pilots. And the government of India has been consistently working to ensure that our nation not only produces more pilots, but also highly skilled and well-prepared professionals ready to meet global standards. Significant strides have been made to enhance and regulate FTOs, ensuring they adhere to the highest levels of training and professionalism. In recent years, several proactive measures have been taken to support the growth of FTOs, including rationalization, licensing, and concession fees, establishing 8 new FTOs with 10 more in the pipeline. And we have also been liberalizing policies such as the abolition of airport royalties and rationalized land rentals. These initiatives have led to a remarkable increase in flying hours from 1.2 lakh hours before COVID to 1.63 lakh hours in 2022 year. Empowering flying instructors to authorize flight operations has also expedited the completion of CPL requirements. The FTO fleet has grown from 190 aircraft in 2020 to 264 in 2023. And I'm immensely proud and delighted to see the remarkable progress in the enrollment of women pilots in the country. This marks a significant 22% increase in CPLs issued to women compared to 2022, where 240 were issued. But that has simplified the issuance of the RTR certificate, which was earlier supposed to be issued by the FRTOL, which was with the telecom department, and then CPL had to come in later. But now we are bringing it into a single authority by the DGCA, so that the little bit disturbance that used to happen, or the inconvenience that was generated by going to 2 different places, that we are trying to end it by the passing of this new Bharatiya Vayan Videyak, where DGCA takes complete control and they gives the CPL from their side. And the digitization of the CPL and AMA exam license examination process through the Pariksha portal has eliminated the need for physical documentation, making the process more transparent and efficient. I know many of them who would have taken a CPL license before would have faced these kind of challenges. We have taken feedback from you, we have listened to you, we have seen how the challenges are. And now for the young women or the young children who are trying to aspire to become pilots, we want the whole process to be facilitating and more streamlined for them. So we are bringing in more transparency and more digitization into this process. And these steps reflect our unwavering commitment to equip the next generation of pilots with the resources and infrastructure which is needed for them to excel. And here, I would also like to add that I need your support to encourage more people, especially women, to not only become commercial aviation pilots but also helicopter pilots. I call upon the incredible women here today to break the stereotype and embrace the role of helicopter pilots also. The Ministry of Civil Aviation is deeply committed to expanding the helicopter industry in India, recognizing its critical role in expanding the air connectivity network to the unserved areas where building an airport or taking a commercial plane is very, very difficult. So the only opportunity that we have is connecting them through helicopters. And what is the biggest challenge we have now? There are no helicopters, not many of them. Why there are no many helicopters? Because there are no many pilots handling the helicopters. So it's become a cycle in such a sorts, and we see that whenever these kind of tough situations India has faced, it was always the women who have come forward and broken up those kind of problems and come up with innovative solutions. So I request through this forum that more women pilots should come into helicopter industry also. We need more skilled helicopter pilots, and I strongly believe once again that women with their exceptional multitasking qualities and abilities are uniquely suited to excel in this field. Your talent and education and dedication can inspire the next generation of youth to see helicopter piloting as a very rewarding career. And I'm reminded of the movie also Gunjan Saxena, the Kargil girl, which beautifully portrays the journey of a young woman overcoming countless obstacles to become a helicopter pilot. Inspired by her life, the film sends a powerful message that gender is never a barrier to skill, excellence, or achieving one's dream. And to all the women pilots who are present here today, I want to say to you that your stories are a testament to the fact that dreams have no gender. I'm particularly inspired by how women pilots, against all odds, take flight, not just physically, but emotionally and socially also. Your achievements are not just about personal triumphs, they are about paving the way for others to follow your career. I would say that this conclave is a celebration of the achievements of all the women who dared to dream and dared to fly. I hope these stories of so many role models here would go on to inspire thousands more and lakhs of women in this country. And as we celebrate your accomplishments today, let us also pledge to make the skies even more welcoming for women. Let us commit to breaking every glass ceiling that is there until the only ceiling that is left is the blue sky above us. In conclusion, I want to thank the 99s India section for organizing this conclave. You have not only created a platform to honor women pilots, but also sparked a movement to invite and inspire change. I look forward to working closely with all of you to build an aviation sector where every woman can dream, aspire and achieve without any limitations. Thank you once again for having me here. Your passion, your dedication and your unyielding spirit is invaluable and very contagious to all of us. Together, let us all empower women, especially in aviation, to soar together. Thank you very much.